it was very exciting to get the news that we had made 50 out of the 631 cities. And to me it says, and someone else used this language, that we're punching above our weight class, fighting above our weight class. And I think that's true. You know, we're one of the smaller cities that was chosen, and I think the uniqueness of Rochester as a medical destination, as well as the Destination Medical Center initiative, makes us a really perfect choice for the construction industry, because we know we'll be growing for years to come, and we know that this opportunity to get BIPOC women in the construction industry would be a win-win. So very excited to have been chosen, and we have been working, I know, twice as hard as every other community to make sure that we're in the final 15. Having a strong economy in a community is vital, but post-pandemic it's even more important, because we know we've been looking at and studying who is affected most by the pandemic, and we know that there are certain groups of people that were hit hardest. And so to be able to create something that's unique to our community, that would be good for our community, to raise up people that are struggling at the same time we build out the economic development for the whole community, was really exciting. And I couldn't be prouder of the team that's been working on this, and I know that it will benefit BIPOC women, their families, and the whole community at large if we have a strong construction industry at the end of the day. One of the most exciting things about this Mayor's Global Challenge and the Bloomberg opportunity was to grow and build on codesign, which is something we were doing anyway in the City of Rochester. We had started that process, but now to take it into this new world, this economic development world, and bring in industry to the table and have them have a say. To tell us what their needs are, as well as the needs of the members of the community. And so together that partnership can make us stronger moving ahead. People want to be heard. They want to have a voice of what happens, and sometimes having an elected representative isn't enough voice. I mean, that is what a democracy is based on, but sometimes it's not quite enough. So to be able to bring people in with lived experience, who are part of this community, to be able to share what their particular needs and wants are, can help us look at ourselves differently. We don't need to do things to people, or we don't need to do things for people. We need to involve people so they can help do things for themselves. And I think it's just a twist on who knows who better. The community knows itself. And in the early stages, when we did the interviews and the research, there were a lot of aha moments where we thought, we hadn't thought of that, we weren't aware of that. And then to bring industry in, to hear from them, also willing to look at their industry and say, what do we need to do? We need these employees. What are we doing that maybe we could be doing differently that will entice people to come into the industry, has been really fascinating too. Communities all over the world are in need of a workforce. So what we're doing is helping to solve a problem that's everywhere. It may look a little different in different communities, and if we can authentically engage our community, not superficially, not just a survey or not just asking a person's opinion, but to authentically involve people in the actual decisions that are made in the direction that we head, is really transformational. It's a different kind of leadership, community-based leadership. It is a different kind of way to look at organizations like industry, the construction industry and the built environment industry in particular, that I think can have a really big impact across the globe. This isn't just something I got people into and walked away from. This is something that we're doing together, and I want them to know that I'm with them, sometimes to be a troublemaker, sometimes to be an instigator or an agitator, but they're the whole way to make sure that what we learned from the community is really what's being acted upon. And it has been, and it's been very exciting. And I think it's good for mayors to feel part of the team and not just say, I've gotten you into this, good luck, and walk away. I didn't want that to happen. So I have stayed involved, and it's been a real pleasure. We have a unique opportunity where everyone has said Rochester is a growing, robust community with a world-class medical institution that is only going to get bigger and better and more important in the future. And so this is a place that we want to invest, knowing that the state of Minnesota and the City of Rochester and Olmsted County have all signed on and approved a $585 million investment into the downtown area of Rochester was key. And so it was, again, a partnership of organizations, the state, the city, and the county, that has devised and developed this organizational structure that makes growth it's not maybe, it's going to happen. It's an absolute thing that's happening in our community. And this opportunity to provide the workforce that we need to make it a reality is so, so important. Thank you to the community members who have given their time as co-designers, to the staff who I got into this, but who embraced it wholeheartedly and have worked so, so hard for the last almost year now, pulling this together, being creative, for industry who came to the table, and nonprofits as well, who all came to the table to say, this is what we want for our community, this is what we want for Rochester, and we are all here to make sure that it happens.